Hi there, Dr. Alvaro Weisbooth again. I have decided to give you a lecture today in my doctor clothes so I look more doctorly. By the way, yes, somebody had a huge heart attack this morning. They were overweight, they smoked, they had a horrible family history of heart disease, and apparently that didn't bother them and they had a huge heart attack. I put a stent in their blocked heart artery and they're going to live. But I feel, again, like I am not making any contribution to society at all by doing what I do. I've put, like I told you in a previous lecture, a Band-Aid on a huge crack in the Hoover Dam. I'm really not helping. This isn't health care I'm providing, it's very sick care. So I'm trying to make my impact in the universe by helping people eat healthier and be more nutritious and lose weight. Okay, so I'm going to help you understand today why you crave what you crave. We all crave the same stuff. We all crave fat and salt and easily digestible carbohydrates like donuts and cake. Those are the things that we love to eat. They taste great. Why does that taste great to us? It tastes great to all of us, right? We all crave the same stuff. Nobody wakes up and says, oh my God, I've got to have some raw cauliflower. Right? And when you're in a room with food and there's the salads and the vegetables and the fruits and there's the macaroni and cheese and the brats, it's a battle. It's a struggle. You know you should eat the salad and the cauliflower and a couple of grapes and not this, but this looks so good and you want it so bad. Why is that? And why is that across the board? Yeah, again, there's exceptions. 99.9% of us want the bad stuff. Why? Why is that? You take 5,000 5-year-old children and line them up at a table and give them 2 plates. On one plate, fill it full of broccoli and cauliflower, and on the other plate, put chocolate cake and a cheeseburger. And don't say a word to them, just let them get hungry. All of them are going to eat the cheeseburger or the cake. None of them are going to eat the cauliflower and the broccoli. We didn't have to teach them that. That's innate. That's genetic. That's pre-programmed. We like the things we like because we are designed that way. Why are we designed that way? Because we're cavemen on the inside. Genetically, we are cavemen. Whenever cavemen existed, food was very scarce. And they had to have a taste for the things that gave them the most calories, like fat and easily digestible carbohydrates. And water was scarce, so they had to have a way to retain water. So salty things taste good as well. And what happened is, evolution hit, right? And we became civilized. And then we got lots of food which became available to us. And not only did lots of food become available, but over the course of time, the food industry, full of very smart people who want to make money, recognized what we all like, and so they make that stuff, and they make it cheap, and they make it taste good, and they know that they're going to get you to pay for it and buy it and eat it because they know that's what you crave. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's lots of reasons why you might have a craving. You're hungry because you haven't eaten. You're hungry because you're happy. You're hungry because you're sad. You're hungry because, what the heck, you're too overweight and it's too late anyways and you're just going to eat it and you're going blah, blah, blah. There's lots of reasons why we crave stuff. But I want you to understand why it is that you crave what you crave. Why you don't wake up and think, well, I'm really happy or I'm going to celebrate. Give me a humongous pile of barley and asparagus. No, you go to a big steakhouse, you order a big juicy steak with garlic mashed potatoes and whatever, right? So anyways, this is a continuous internal battle that we're going to have nowadays. Because inside we're cavemen thinking that we're not going to get another meal for a long time, so we have to eat the things that help us get the most calories per bite. The fatty part of the bunny rabbit that we killed, or whatever it is that we ate back then that gave us the most energy. That is actually killing us now. The cravings for these things is killing us now. Because it's so readily available that we get too much, right? It's okay to have these cravings when you're only going to eat a little bit every so often. You're going to stay skinny, you're going to spend all the energy hunting and gathering and doing all the things that we used to do. But now, that's not going to happen anymore. Now all that food that we crave is everywhere. We get too much of it, and it's been modified to potentially hurt you even more. I mean, I hate to say that about the food industry. I don't blame anybody for wanting to make money. In fact, ultimately, it's all about survival of the species. The reason we crave what we crave is because we're designed to want to survive. And part of wanting to survive is getting enough food to get to the next meal, but the other part of wanting to survive is doing well within your colony, if you will. And how do we do that nowadays? We make money, because why? That makes us more attractive to the opposite sex so that we can make babies and provide for them, and hopefully they'll be attractive because we found an attractive mate, and then they can survive and do the same thing and make more babies, and ultimately we're propagating the species. That's all that this is about. We are instinctual creatures. Our behavior, all of it is explainable by our ultimate instinct, which is survival of this species. But we're just going to concentrate on the food part right now. So it's important to me that you understand why you have the cravings that you have. Inside, you're a caveman craving the things which provide the most bang for their buck. But right now, that's actually bad for you because there's too much available. You know, cavemen didn't have Cheetos in the cupboard and White Castles around the corner, and they couldn't go to their local grocery store and find all these things that cost $1 and fill you up with tons of easily digestible carbohydrates and fat and salt and things that are bad for you. And now we're obese. I mean, we are obese. The #1 problem on Earth is obesity, and we're dying. So what's going to happen over time? Well, there's going to be a cure for this, right? And if we don't change, eventually the people that are overweight and unhealthy and lacking nutrition are going to die more often than the people that realize this problem and start doing something about it. And nature has a way of selecting out genetically the people that adapt properly to their environment. So if we develop slowly over time a taste for the broccoli and the cauliflower, and then we teach our kids that that's actually good for you and it's going to help them survive in this day and age, over the course of 1,000,000 years, if we're still alive in 1,000,000 years, you take 5,000 kids in 1,000,000 years and give them the same 2 plates, all those skinny kids who have spent for generation after generation after generation have been sort of bred inadvertently, if you will, by Darwinian evolution mechanics, they're all going to want the broccoli and cauliflower because they're going to have a craving for the things which allows them to live longer. And in this day and age, and in the future, the things which will allow you to live longer are those that don't provide too many calories and provide a lot of nutrition and don't clog up your arteries as well. It's the truth. I speak the truth. I'm telling you I do. Okay? So anyways, I genuinely believe that understanding this, when you walk into a room, understanding why you want the, lasagna instead of the steamed asparagus spear, even though that's pretty good, is important to being able to make the decision to go for the healthier stuff. Understanding a problem is the very beginning of being able to modify how you behave in response to that issue. You have to modify your behavior, and you can do it, but it's a battle. I'm spending one entire day filming everything I eat. Everywhere I go, there's Reese's peanut butter cup eggs, and there's a Twix bar, and over here is somebody that brought in, God knows what in a crock pot that's melted cheese and lard, and it's all delicious. It's delicious, and I want it. But you know what? I've seen the consequences, and I see it every day, and I'm not having any impact in the universe by saving these people's lives, by opening up their heart arteries and what have you. It's just not doing it. It's not cutting the mustard. I'm not doing anything positive. I don't feel like I'm doing anything positive anymore. When I went into this medicine thing, I thought that I would actually have an impact. And I do, individually, on these people's lives, individually. Yeah, their families are happy that I fixed them and what have you, but they're going to go back. They're going to go back to smoking. They're going to go back to eating crap. 9 out of 10 people go back to their same poor behaviors. And again, I'm fixing things when it's too late. I need to get this message out to you guys. I mean, I do it. Every day I do it. I make the decision to eat something healthier. While I'm sitting there refusing the bad stuff, it's so hard. But later on, it feels good. It's empowering. It's a very powerful feeling. For example, last night I was starving. It was 11 at night. I wanted to stuff my face, but I didn't. And once I finally made it into bed, knowing that I was going to wake up, knowing that I didn't do that last night, and feeling hungry for breakfast instead of full or whatever, I felt great about myself. It's a good feeling. You can have that feeling. You can do it, and you can lose the weight too. And I'm going to help you. Eventually, I'm going to pay you to lose weight, because that's the only diet method that's been proven to work. Can you believe that? 99.9% of people that lose weight gain it all back. The few studies where it works and people keep it off, you get paid. This is America. We like money. Hey, I'm going to pay you to lose weight. I'm going to tell you how eventually. But for now, for this lecture, I just want you to understand why it is that you crave what you crave. And the reason is you are genetically designed to like that stuff. You can't help it. I can't either. It's instinct. You can't fight it. Birdies flying south, they don't know what they're doing or why, but they know they're going. It's instinct. And if you try to stop them, it ain't happening. You and I are designed to like the fatty foods and the salty foods and the easily digestible carbohydrates. And those things are killing us. Our instincts, instead of allowing us to propagate the species, are killing us off as a species. Because evolutionarily speaking, genetically, we have not progressed as quickly as we have become civilized and been able to change the food industry. There's a lag between those two things. And we have to deal with that lag. We're in the generation of people that have to deal with this lag. And the only way to deal with it is to learn and understand. Why do we crave what we crave, and how are we going to modify this? Well, step one in modifying it is understanding it. Most people don't understand it. I hope this helps. I really do. And I got lots more to tell you. And now I'm going to go eat something I don't really want to eat, but I know I should. Does this mean 24/7? No. Sometimes I eat a cheeseburger. I exercise a little more on that day. Whatever, you know. I mean, you can reward yourself every once in a while. We are designed to like these things, and we like them. You just have to learn. You can't eat it all the time, and you can't stuff yourself to the gills. But anyways, that's another lecture. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.